And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. I know I am. And the title of the video is The Catalyst That Takes Quant to 4 to 5 Figures. Remember, none of this is financial advice, as I'm not a financial advisor, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be taken as a signal to buy or to sell. But first and foremost, we look at the crypto bubbles, and as you can see, we are at $106. Real mixed bag out there at the moment. As you can see, a sea of red and a bit of green in there. Quant is currently ranked at 58, market cap of 1.28 billion and 24-hour volume of $16.54 million. So still actually quite low. We are currently down 0.2% in the hour, down 2.8% in the day, and down 3.5% in the week. Now let's go and have a look over at Crypto Quant, and as we can see, the exchange reserves are at around 1.4 million on exchange, and we can see the current relative strength index is at neutral, and as we see here, 1.4 million on exchange reserves. And we also see the exchange net flow is minus 1356. So net deposits on exchanges are low compared to the last 7-day average. So lower deposits can be interpreted as lower selling pressure. Now we go over to our short-term trade analysis, and as we can see, bull shark trading here mitigated the 1-day POC, which is a point of control, and price currently trading within large high volume node. We still have a sell side liquidity and a fair value gap between the point of control, and should we see a breakdown, these levels are where our buy orders are set. The 4-hour time frame, we can see price made a new higher high and currently printing a new higher low. So higher low not confirmed yet. A breakout from the higher high, and we see target the buy side liquidity levels and grey high volume nodes as resistance. Short term take profit if you're taking profits, and a breakdown, we target the point of control and sell side liquidity as support, take profit. The banks are fully aware of the benefits of blockchain and have been in this space for longer than they will have you believe. With this, the entire financial system are updating their back-end systems. They cannot just turn off the banking system and switch over. So they will be stress testing all aspects of fully running on blockchain. And who has the connections and the tech to help make this happen? Quant. This is why the bull shark trading, they have Quant as their long-term hold, and we continue to build on our positions. And I can't stress that anymore. As you know, I'm a long-term holder of Quant. I'm not a short-term holder. I don't trade this coin. For me, I think it'd be treacherous to trade this coin, partly because I really believe in the project and see the future possibilities of what can happen. And I see this from Cyprus Dimanincourt, probably the most bullish video I've ever seen. And he says here, they tell you all in advance what is coming. Stablecoin collapse was announced months in advance on the BIS panel discussion. FTX was an inside job. Watch to the end. Now, we're not going to watch all of it. What is the catalyst that will take Quant to the next level, to these 4 to 5 figures that everybody talks about? Now, we've got to work out what that is, and we've got to see that our tech will play a part when it does happen. Now, I found the best part, or what I believe to be the best parts of these videos, are people actually disclosing what they think will happen. And these are experts in the field. So have a listen to this.
What to do, right? And then you will have whoever is in office and running at the time will come out with the solution, right? Everyone's really hungry, scared, out of work, doesn't have any money. And so the solution will be, hey, you know, we are modern, we're hip, we're cool, we use blockchain. It's not real blockchain, it's a centralized blockchain, but we use blockchain. And we have a way better monetary system. The guys in the past, they tried their best, it was a failed system. Now we're putting everything on blockchain, it's gonna be transparent, you guys can trust us, blah, blah, blah. And we know that you're hurting right now, we're sorry the economy sucks. All you have to do is download this app, scan your face, connect all your accounts, and we will instantly send you, $1,200 of stimulus so that you can go buy food and groceries and, pay your mortgage, pay your rent. And this has to happen. I already know right now that that it will not be openly accepted with open arms, but as we know, when the US had all of their privacy stripped away from them after 9/11, they made this huge bill about the Patriot Act and how it was going to be the anti-terrorist bill, but what they really did was sign away all of our rights to privacy for them to wiretap our phones and look at all of our conversations. This would have never happened if you didn't have this big event happen prior that made everybody terrified of terrorists. And so these events happen in America. It's historically known. CIA leaks, like this is not, I'm not wearing a conspiracy theory hat. I'm just being logical in my opinion anyway. So CBDC is something, and I hope that other governments and things like that do it in a way that is beneficial for the people. I don't think Americans will be.
Right, overnight. If you get Visa, MasterCard, a couple banks, and a couple blockchains in the same room,
Here's the playbook for modernization around the world. Sorry? Pretty simple two-stage act. Central authorities decide that we're going to have a generational change and update our national infrastructure. And then all y'all get together and we start innovating like crazy, and Stacy just gave us where Visa's going with her innovation.
Right, overnight. If you get Visa, MasterCard, a couple banks, and a couple blockchains in the same room, it's just like 2008 all over again, and you can reset the financial system overnight.
The amount that we've seen tokenized so far in capital markets and debt capital markets in particular is tiny relative to the size of this market globally, but it's a start. So we have thought that debt capital markets is prime for a new generation of technology for a long time now. I think we did our first pilots back in 2017 in this space. So I think that it's evident that debt capital markets can be made to be much more efficient if you've got the assets tokenized on one side and you've also got the seamless settlement mechanism, whatever form of digital currency that is, on the other side. You do need both in order to get maximum efficiencies and to get, for example, atomic settlement and full programmability, your asset and your payment mechanism on the same rails. The market that exists today in debt capital markets, well, it hasn't really changed much in maybe 25, 30 years. It does work. So in order to get to move to the new, you sort of need a burning platform or something that pushes you in that direction. To move to the new, you sort of need a burning platform or something that pushes you in that direction, because otherwise these entities can be relatively slow to move for a lot of valid reasons.
Integrating into these. So I think over time, this is a network problem. As more banks are able to opt in and develop the infrastructure that's required, I think you will find people adopting it. But it's a bit of the chicken and the egg, and I think there isn't a sort of force function to initiate that system up front.
Wow, a forced function, a burning platform. They're saying it all here. From Cyprus Dimanincourt, he says, what do you think will be the final event that pushes CBDC, digital identity, and carbon footprint tracking on the masses? So what do you actually think? What do you think the next push will be? Some people like Edo Farina say it would be a real shame if cyber attacks took out commercial banks. So central banks had to provide credit on emergency basis, CBDCs. Now, this could be something that a lot of people have got other ideas, whether it be a war, whether it will be something else. But we are headed in a direction. We'll have to wait and see. But we see this from Clocky and a level-headed approach. He says, use Quant as a safe play. Think of it as a retirement plan. I'm not selling because of a lot of reasons. He says others have goals in mind of which they might consider selling at times like these. One might want to see the portfolio actually move with other projects than just holding the majority in Quant. Holding whatever you got is a big thing in his opinion. If you've got 25, 50, 100, 250 or 1,000, I see some people in this space are considering selling again, and I can see why. But I assure you, having some sort of foot in the door with interoperability, CBDC, over Ledger to me is a fantastic buy. His plan is to keep buying. So as we can see, many people are having that foresight, that vision for the future of what's likely to come. And as you can see, the experts are almost feeding us with that information. So it's just keeping your eyes open to what's happening. Some of these big events may shoot the prices straight down, but I know what I'm going to do. If they do, I'll be buying more. Remember, this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but I'm here to bring you the news, bring you what's coming out on Twitter and other places and from the experts. So there you go. All the best, and I'll catch you later.